Hi, Roberta.
Hi, Trinity.
So beautiful.
I love your hair. Like, I've been looking at it all day. I'm like, can I steal it? Can I steal it?
So I've been meaning to ask. Like, what's with the red? Like, I'm wearing red, you're wearing red.
I don't know. It seems almost like we planned it here. Nobody would believe that we did not plan it.
What shade of pepper is this?
The hottest one now.
Atarodo.
The hottest one, whatever it is.
Good to meet you, darling.
You too. So, yeah, just tell me, what have you been up to? What was your latest work? What have you been up to?
Okay, so I've done a couple of cinema films that are going to be aired soon. I can't say so much about it. Just keep your fingers crossed, you know, like if you're following me, you definitely get updates on the movies.
I'm following you already. I followed you.
Right.
Okay, that's great. So, and you can't even talk about your character. You can't talk about challenges on set. Nothing. Not give us something.
I can, but like my recent films, no. But I've done a couple of films. Definitely a couple of films ranging from Smoke, Maybe Mine, Side Chicks, you know, they're done a couple of things with Ruth Kadiri on her channel and you know great. All. I enjoy acting generally. There is this challenging role I did very recently. I was made to act like a 48-year-old woman. And when I saw the script, I was wondering how I was going to pull that. And you know, it was a problem for me. But then, you know, got on set, got made up, the costumier came, did his thing, and I found myself in character. It took me a little bit of time to stop being a 48-year-old.
I can imagine. I think acting is beautiful. I think it's putting aside self, who you are, and then you become this totally different person that may be totally opposite from whoever you are. I think for me, the project I am so grateful for is a series. It's called Grind. So it's a series about the life of a stripper, and I had to play a stripper, right? So we had to go to dance classes, right? Before we went on set, we were in classes for months. Learned how to strip.
Are you for real?
How to pole dance, yes. And it was so crazy because I'm so lazy when it comes to like exercise. I'm lazy, And then you have to lift yourself. So if you've ever tried to pole dance, it's your arms are everything, because you have to lift yourself with your hands. And my hands are lazy hands, so I have very lazy hands. So the first time I went to class, I kept falling. Like I could not lift my leg. Well, guess what?
How did you wear the 7 inches?
God! It was crazy. It was so crazy. Like I kept falling in class because it's really hard work. Like I legit have new respect for strippers. Like I don't know how they do it. It is hard. And then at the end of the day, I'm doing upside down move on the pole now, and I'm like, okay.
Are you sure you've not found your call?
I said I have. I found my new calling. I probably just have to go and start doing that on the side business. I think acting is a beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful thing.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you are asked to go and lose weight for a job or add weight for a job? And what is your take on it?
No, I wish I would get a role that they tell me to add up. Yeah, because it would be so beautiful. Like, I mean, 50 Cent did it now. He lost weight and then he got back to his usual size. So I think it pushes you as an actor to see how far you would go for your craft. I think I would love that. I would love challenging roles. I would want to bare my soul. I would want to get fat, like add weight, and I want to lose it. I want to act an obese person. I think it's dimension.
My sister, calm down. See, I was just looking at you and listening to you. I found myself in so I did this job and I was asked to add weight for this job. My love, this is the struggle. I can't go back. My clothes don't fit anymore. I literally sleep in the gym, and then I'm made to do this whole food diet of a thing. You know, it's a beautiful thing, but then there are people who add weight and don't lose weight. So if you add this weight and then you start finding it difficult to lose the weight, and then they call you and tell you, okay, we want you slim this time. it's easy. You remember, it's easier to add weight than to lose weight.
Yes.
So I don't know my take on it. It shows your passion. It shows you going the extra mile. But
I think what can be done in situations like that is that the production company should be responsible getting these actors that they need to add or lose personal trainers. So that trainer they have to cover the expenses that will take for you to add and for you to return back to size. Do you get? Because you can't just tell someone add up here, because if someone is going to add, when they want to first of all to take money, right, to get themselves there, and then when they want to fall back, it's a lot of money too, right? It's a lot of dedication. I think if there are some form of plans around that to just guard the actor, to help the actor, I think that would just be a way better option. Yeah.
Sure do. And then there's this other thing about the industry. Nollywood, good. I'm happy. Goodness gracious, the industry is growing.
Yeah.
You get new things every day and new partnerships from different places here and there. But there is this thing, that bothers me. Even though I notice that they are trying really hard to stop it, to work on it, and to break the boundaries. Have you noticed that we have more light-skinned girls in the industry than dark-skinned girls?
Oh.
Have you ever gone for an audition and then you feel you lost the role because you are maybe dark-skinned, or they feel you are not light enough or something? Because I have.
Oh wow.
Oh yes, I have. I cried my heart out. And guess what?
So sorry.
I went to buy all the bleaching cream in the wall.
Wow.
No, it's not funny, yeah. And I found myself struggling with the real me and everything. And sometimes when I find myself amongst creatives like me, I want to know if they ever pass through this kind of challenge where your skin color, poses a threat or becomes a problem for you as a filmmaker or an actor.
I think acting is basically
Beyond
beyond
looks.
and beyond the skin. I think it is the ability for the actor to carry that character. I think for the person to make it believable, for me to see you and not think that, oh, okay, is this real? For me to see you and feel your emotion. I think people have to be conscious. I think producers have to be, and casting directors, I think they have to be conscious of things like this, because it's just plain wrong. That's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think.
Let's talk about AMVCA. Were you at the AMVCA?
No, I wasn't. I remember I remember the friend called me. My friend called me then, and she was like, "Roberta, what's up now? How far are you?" I'm like, as I'm talking to you now, I'm in a meeting. I don't know when this meeting is going to finish and stuff, because I'm a producer.
Oh, nice.
Exactly. So I act, and then I produce, and then I also produce for companies, content for companies generally. Yeah, so it's sometimes I miss out on a lot of industry events because sometimes I'm out there trying to manage it.
You can manage it. I produced I've done a couple of short films, and then there is this series. I did my first series. Oh God, that was stressful. Why did I not remember when you were asking me about challenging movies? Having to produce and play the lead role, Mr. and Mrs. Collar, alongside Nino being it was like amazing, but really, really, really stressful. I kind of think that you can manage it, as a filmmaker, a creative generally. It's very important to network.
I know.
Very important to network.
I'm consciously working on it.
You should actually, because most times the industry, I don't know. I'm going to talk as a producer right now. You see, before I start producing, I usually get angry at people. I get mad at people like, you shoot, come, what for you and all. But when you become a producer, you realize that there are a lot of people, there are a lot of things to do. Yes. And then you realize you can't please everybody. You can only, but there's some producers, we have to be honest, yes. There's some producers that are about the craft, there's some producers that are about the money. I am about the craft and the money. I'm going to money girl. So if it's going to sell my movie, why not? If not, do you understand?
Yeah.
But one thing that a lot of people have been talking about very recently, and in as much as I understand, I have my back and forth with it. The idea of casting people because of the number of their followership and not because they are good. My sister, yes, truly, you should cast talented people. Yeah, why won't I cast a talented person with plenty followership? It's using one stone to kill two birds. Do you understand? Because you're not producing the movie to just blow somebody and then keep it on the side. You're producing the movie to make money out of the movie. So we're in a generation now where the numbers matter. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You can't do a movie and then 10 people would see the movie and then you say you made a movie. Yes, you made a movie.
I also think that I get where you're coming from. Obviously, as a producer, I totally get wanting to do your film and then having people see it, as much people as possible see it, because that's very, very important, right? But at the end of the day, if you look at it from an actor's perspective, an actor that isn't out there yet, is that if they don't get as much as these opportunities, they would never get to a point where they have that much followers that you would now want to use for your film.
Okay. No.
Right? I mean, because and the truth is, there are lots of talented actors. There are a whole lot of talented actors. And sometimes when you do auditions, and then you realize that wow, or more, there are a lot of good people out there. Yeah. So how do you then balance it? Right.
Okay.
I'm all for. At the same time, you can't now say that, oh, just because you want to cast, you're trying to help or do more for up and coming actors like us, right? Then you will now cast those that are good and they've gathered their followers, right? So where is the fairness to them too? So I think it can be very interesting. I think it's as a producer is trying to be true to the project, so that whoever you are picking at the end of the day is someone that would work for the project and someone that can carry the character. And that for me is key. Can this person carry the character? Basically.
Very important. Anyways, I agree with you. Though.
Wait, I have a question. So you talked about your short film. Yeah, is it on YouTube?
Oh yes, it's on YouTube. Okay, so She actually stands for Share Hope Earnestly. Yeah. Okay. And it's a story about a young girl who was trafficked by her mother to a man, and she grew up and found herself trafficking children in the name of having an NGO. Do you understand? Because there are a lot of things, there are a lot of hidden stories, there are a lot of things people are usually scared to talk about. Yeah. There are good NGOs, a lot of them. Yeah. But then you know that a lot of people do a lot of things to perpetrate evil, and then so She is that movie. It's like an eye-opener. It tells, to me, I believe, a different story. It's a short film with a lot of message. Yeah, and I just did it recently, so.
Congratulations! Thank you. I have a short film. It's called Trainwreck. And it's on YouTube. It has Kunle Remi in it, and then the writer also starred in it. I directed it.
Oh, nice!
Yeah, nice. It's actually a story of this young Muslim couple. Okay. And then she went to the hospital to get on PrEP. So when she got there, she found that she couldn't get on PrEP. She wasn't eligible anymore because she already contracted HIV from her husband. Yeah, because the husband it's a serious shit. So she really wanted to avoid getting anything serious from him, and then she got there. And then it was too late, and she was just so devastated, and we had to see all that. But Trinity. So for me, that story was very important to tell, because I think in this, a lot of times people especially in Lagos, people take cheating just like normal thing now. But I also feel like people should try to protect themselves. I think that it is very important for people to try to protect themselves, because your partner is not thinking about you. Because if you know your partner is cheating and you decide that that's where you want to be, you don't want to leave this person, then you have to take care of yourself at the end of the day. So that's my opinion.
Good to meet you, superstar.
You too. Great meeting you.
It was fun.